Blog Talk Radio.
Live from the headquarters of TiVoMike Solutions, it's the TiVoMike Show, where sin is dumb, grace is king, and Trump is president. But listen, we're going to start our show because I'm the host, Michael TiVoMike Jefferson.
And I'm entertainment guru, Mike Warner. Thank you for joining us, Saints. We're so glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here. Thank you, President, for being the Trump. I get it. How I did that, I flipped the script. Tonight is must-see TV because it's Thursday, which means it's must-hear radio. See what I did there?
That's right.
I know some of my jokes are so corny they need butter, but listen, I know I'm the bomb diggity man. We're going to talk about what Will and Grace did, how Entertainment Guru and I disagree on Will and Grace. We're also going to talk about all the premieres of the shows that happened last Thursday, the Grey's Anatomy, the Gotham, the Flipping Out, the Bravo, the Grayson King, the Abigail with Murder, Chicago Fire. We're going to have a whole bunch, so I got to fly through the scripture of the day, the quote of the day, and everything else. So let's get started with the scripture of the day.
That's right. And Jesus answering saith unto them, have faith in God.
There it is.
Mark 11:22-24.
Pretty simple. There it is. That's what he would say to the Muslims. That's what he says to the lesbians. That's what he says to everybody. Have faith in God. There it is. Quote of the day.
Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself.
Ooh.
George Bernard Shaw.
No, he didn't just flip the script. That was clever.
Yes.
Creating
I like that too, because I
yourself.
think you gotta find yourself.
Yeah, please.
Nigga, who said I was lost?
Yeah, where were you? I mean, I know that's a song, but it's just a song.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't really believe that he's so dangerous if he has cash.
This is true.
Or money in his wallet or whatever the lyric is. And I don't believe he could ever turn the color red blue. They're just lyrics. 24 karat, y'all.
That's right.
I love that freaking song. I listen to it every day because George Bernard Shaw has me creating myself.
That's right.
Everything is now pop at Showtime. Every time I go somewhere. That's my new glory. I go pop at Showtime. Look who's back again. Freaking love that. Anyway, it's my new funk. Funk song.
Funk.
Yeah, yes. Michelle Pfeiffer, the White Gold. But we'll talk about that on tomorrow's show. This white gold went into her house and it flipped the script and mother. That's what I was saying. That's the first part of what I said.
Yo, all right.
Second part was father. Anyway, so last week, what do we want to talk about first? Which show?
So first, let me just say this, right? NBC, I give it to you.
Okay.
Because you don't have 4 excellent shows.
Right.
Proceeding, because must-see TV, when you think about it, I mean, when I hear must-see TV, I go to Friends.
Yes.
Seinfeld. Was it
The Hitters, Frasier. What else was Thursday? They had Jesse for a while, but that was
Frasier. But it was like Friends.
You know what? They always had 3 strong.
Yeah.
And there was always a new show that always failed.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you had in the glory days of it, you had Friends, Jerry Seinfeld,
and Frasier,
Will and Grace, and then ER.
Oh, Will and Grace. That's right, Will and Grace, because they were top.
Yeah, and that was when you had 4 top shows.
Yes.
But you did must-see TV justice with this new lineup because right now it's new to this time frame of must-see TV. So I'll give you credit with
because I'm trying to get people to watch live again.
And that's what I'm saying. So like with The Good Place. What's that supermarket store?
Superstore.
Superstore. I'm not gonna lie.
That show is hilarious.
It's pretty funny. So
I like the big girl.
I do.
She is so funny. And I like the first season when she was in love with the guy, and he wouldn't know. But she would say like, "I'll go down your aisle," or whatever. She was like,
no, it was like, "What? Who said that?" But like with Superstore, The Good Place. To me, The Good Place is like the weak one.
Okay.
But it's not weak because it's horrible. It's just
it's just
what it is. Yeah. So you have The Good Place, you have Superstore, you have Great News. Listen, if you haven't seen Great News,
was it good?
Let's watch the episode. It's so stupid funny.
So the pilot was good.
Well, I watched it.
Because I only saw the first 5.
I watched it last season.
Oh, this is the second
season of it.
Oh, I thought this was a new show.
No, so it was new last year. And I have to tell them, they kept it going. They brought Tina Fey in as a...
Oh, so she's new.
She's new to the show, as like the executive who makes the decision.
How did I never even hear of the show then?
Because to be honest with you, it didn't get a whole lot of play, but I think that's their...
Wow.
You know how they have that underdog show?
Yeah.
I think that's the show that's going to be like... secretly really good because people didn't expect it to do much.
Okay, because I liked the first 5 minutes. She was like... Oh, I read the article wrong.
Yes. I love the lady.
We just did fake news.
Yes. Well, I love the lady who is there, the older lady. Because the initial premise was this lady's daughter works for the network, and she's trying to get back into the workforce.
The mother is.
The mother. So that's how she ended up, and she just joked about doing a segment, and they gave her a chance, and her daughter was like, no, I don't know. I'm working network. But it worked out, and it was funny, and they did it just enough where it wasn't overbearing.
Right.
And she's one of those people who follow the news, so she loves the anchors, and she knows them all by name like they're friends. So when she got to meet them, it was like, oh, crap, I'm about celebrities. Like, it was funny. So you have that. And then you did Will and Grace, The Return. Now, a lot of people, I guess, loved The Return of Will and Grace.
I will tell you, leftists loved it.
I will tell you, they loved it, but they didn't love it more than This Is Us, because This Is Us still had 12 million viewers for their premiere. And Will and Grace didn't have that many.
No.
So, what I will tell you is this. I didn't hate the show. I had a lot of funny moments. So there's some familiar faces I'm seeing. There was the guy for the Secret Service who's dating Jack. Right. I just saw him in something else recently, so it was kind of funny to see him do comedy versus what I just saw him in. And I laughed because of the whole fact that, Jack is gay. We all know Jack is gay.
Right.
I love the episode. I love the part of the episode when he was like, all right, something's going on in the Oval Office, and Jack goes, can I have a kiss? And he was like, no. He goes, I'm at work. He goes, and just looks at him.
Puppy face.
So then he gives him a kiss. His eyes are just so blue. That was funny. It was Will and Grace funny.
Yes, because it's what that show.
Yeah. Yes, and then the whole thing when Karen's like, so did he service you? And he was like,
oh, that's right.
It's a secret. Again, Will and Grace. Like,
yes,
it was amazing.
It's funny.
I didn't like the whole.
Stop being so uptight, people.
I didn't like the hat of Make America Gay Again.
Yeah, that was dumb. And for them to end on it was like, really?
Thank you. Like, I get it. You guys, LGBTQ communities, want more presence, and you're getting it. Look at Caitlyn Jenner. You guys took up for her, so that's your problem.
LGBTQ is everywhere. We need straight again. Like, there's enough. It's like we had to do, because we had so many years of no LGB, they were in closets, apparently, walk-in, that we blew up all closets, so houses don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, can we put up,
And I get it. Like, I'm not saying...
In real life, not everyone is gay.
Exactly.
You don't have your coworkers and 10 of them, and not 9 are gay.
Exactly. So, and I get it. You want your presence. That's why the show was so popular and coming back. And I love the show for what it was. I loved Will and Grace before.
Right.
My issue with Will and Grace, I didn't like that it didn't explain. They erased the finale ending.
I thought they did it in a funny way.
Well, my thing was I would have rather have seen, like, it just didn't work, or here's where we're at, we're moving back in together because of X, Y, and Z. Not, it never happened.
Well, remember, they did it with her Karen's dream. She dreamed all that.
And they did the Roseanne thing.
Yeah, she was like, honey, did I fall asleep? Did you have your kids?
Yeah.
Met each other and you were... No, Karen, we've been playing this game for 9 years.
Exactly. So,
but remember, the writers did ask. They said, "Just give us permission, guys." So we didn't know we'd come back. So,
and I get it. So I get the whole premise on why they did the way they did.
Right.
I hate unfinishedness. Like, just say a divorce. It's America. People divorce every day. Like, whatever. It just didn't work because she didn't like being with a straight man living in the same house because she got so many years of living with.
Wow.
Like something like.
Once you go gay. You say no way.
But I will give NBC credit. It was
actually, that's not true, Anne Heche.
Oh, that's true.
How bad must Ellen be? Anyway.
What I will tell you is Gotham.
Hold on. So Will and Grace, so my turn.
Sorry, yes, sorry.
No, look at that, trying to roll. So he said the bad parts about Will and Grace. To me, I knew they had to address Trump hard. Because the whole reason this even got picked up was
that 10-minute video.
Just viral. It went up and in the ethos, and they all had nothing to do yet. And so they get onto the show to make their $80,000 a week again. So I get it. It was all so Trump gave them their careers.
Yes.
So they need to take a knee and tweet at real Donald Trump.
Thank you.
They need to change the
for being so bad.
Just change your Twitter. We know you're not the fake Donald Trump. Anyway, so that's how much power he doesn't have. He can't even get at Donald Trump. So who has that, by the way? Poor guy. So I'm changing my name and tweet and say thank you, Trump, for giving us lucrative careers.
Yes.
But I had the advantage of watching the interview with the cast and the writers before the show because I wasn't going to give the show a chance. And the two writers, one's straight, one's gay, and they were like, "Well, obviously we're against, Trump or whatever." He goes, "But that's not our show. We're just a fun show. We don't need to be political and all that stuff. Yeah. That's not our thing." He goes, "But we have to honor the fans who picked it up because of our politic thing." And so we're going to address it here. He goes, "This is the most political we'll ever get." But I think, he goes, even people that voted for Trump will find the jokes funny.
And they were funny. I can't not.
They were. I was like, okay, he's orange like a Cheeto. Get it. Whatever. Who cares?
It's funny they use that because Ryan Murphy uses that in
American Horror Story. Yes. And that's why one of the reviews said this is cliche that used the Cheeto gun. They could have elevated it, but the show was never elevated humor.
Exactly.
It was always garbage humor. Secret being service. That's garbage humor. But that's what the show was.
Drunk.
Thank you. She's like, honey, my God, I was here when Reagan, because she's a Republican. I get it. She's the whatever. So knowing that this was the most political they'll get, they actually made it hilarious.
Yes.
I laughed.
See, and knowing that,
but the Make America Gay hat at the end, I was like, ugh.
You know what? I didn't even care about the hat.
I hate it.
What I cared about more was... one thing is, I didn't care that they did the hat. What I was mad about was they ended like that, fine, okay, it was like whatever, tasteless. But then they have it with, an hour later, 2 hours later, I'm on Twitter, right. You can buy a hat like the one at the end of Willing, and it's like...
Oh, now they're selling those?
Are you guys kidding me right now? So when we get mad and a Democrat, a Hillary supporter, beats up somebody in a red hat, y'all gonna get mad because y'all use Donald Trump's red hat and just change the word to gay and say it right. Oh, great.
First of all, the Democrats with their dumb hats. First, you have the vagina hats.
You're right.
That was stupid. Didn't even look like one. Idiots. And now you have these gay again hats, but it's red and white. That's clearly not gay enough. So
it should have been rainbowed, right?
Thank you. And should have been more designer. Like, it should have looked cool. Gay people know how to do stuff.
They're fashion forward.
They know how to do houses and clothes. Yeah. That's what we use them for. We use Mexicans to pick tomatoes. We use gays to decorate our homes and us. And to give us hair and makeup.
Yeah.
That's all gay people. That's what they all do. And all Mexicans pick our vegetables. And all blacks get shot.
They either raise the babies,
right?
The babies,
yes. Oh, that's right.
Or they're picking your cotton.
The female Mexicans raise the babies.
Female blacks.
No, not anymore.
Nowadays.
The black people have nests. I ain't raising my child. I'm not even raising mine, girlfriend. Bye, Alicia. So now they ghettoized them. Yeah. So they got them out of that job. They got laid off.
Yeah.
So the Hispanic moms clean the house and raise the children. The fathers of the Hispanic nature are outside picking vegetables and building stuff like bridges and roads and trees and things like that. And then the LGBTQ people are like, "How you doing? Let me fix your hair, house, and closets." Yeah. Ironic. And then the blacks now, we're just getting shot and playing basketball.
Oh yeah, we're sports now. We're all athletes.
All of them. We rule it all. And now one guy has entered the hockey, so he's going to be the breakthrough. And then the whites, y'all just sit back and shoot up your heroin. And then the other ones, you guys take bed sheets and cover yourselves up to have parties. So it's kind of like we're all in our lane.
Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day. With nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction.
Easter is the most important and oldest festival of the Christian church, celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Easter is an exceptional day because it makes me recognize what Jesus did. The scriptures are fulfilled because Jesus was killed, and I reflect on him. Because of him, I am able to stand with God. Planned from the beginning, because God loves all his children. See, God never intended for me to die. Jesus gave me life. He set me free from my sin. Without him, I would have no salvation. I would have no eternal life. And you're probably like, Matt, I have no idea what that means. So let me explain the meaning. Over 2,000 years ago, Jesus, the Son of God, was arrested by religious men, went through an illegal trial before wicked men, betrayed and sentenced to death. Not for any crimes, not for anything he did. An innocent man who paid the price for all sin. God took my place on a Roman cross. For my sin, he was whipped. For my sin, brutally lashed with a lead tip. They struck him in the head with a stick. They stripped off his garments and put on crowns of thorns. They spit on him. In agony, without hostility, he did it to save humanity. He did it for me. Then he was crucified. His blood was everywhere as they dragged him through the mud, carrying his cross to the destination of his death. He was mocked and laughed at. For my sins, Jesus was tortured. 2 nails through his hands and 1 through his feet. The Romans raised him up as they hung him, and they threw dice by his feet, dividing his clothes underneath. Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They said, if you're really king of the Jews, save yourself. They watched and scoffed him. They laughed and offered him a drink of sour wine. Then darkness fell across the sky. Light from the sun was gone. Then Jesus shouted, it is finished. And he released his spirit, and he died on a cross. And a Roman soldier shoved a spear in his chest just to make sure of his death. Not long after they put his body in the tomb, guards sealed it so no one can get through. 3 days later, the rock that sealed the tomb was moved. Jesus rose from the dead, the only man ever to defy death. He appeared to his disciples and said, anyone who believes in me will be saved. Anyone. Preach the good news. You now have my Holy Spirit with you. So if you believe in Jesus as your Savior, you will live forever.
Welcome back to the TiVoMike show. I hope I offended everybody equally.
Yeah.
I was making a point, people. Just making a point that we all have our load to bear.
Yes.
And that's what Will and Grace showed.
They did.
Will, he doesn't have a man in his life, and he has to go after some Secret Service. No, a congressman.
Yeah.
Jack has to go after Secret Service. What are they singing? Karen misses her 900-pound husband and her drink when she misses it. And Grace just wants to, be, involved in life and stuff. And what happens when these white people, thank you, diversity, when these white Manhattanites are going through stuff, it's just nice to have that glory. All right, what's next, Mike?
I will say, Chicago Fire. So, we talked about the anticipation. Let me just tell you, if there's ever writers, Derek Haas, or Haas, I think he says his last name,
right,
for you guys to play with people for a whole 5 months,
leaving us with a cliffhanger, right,
only to not kill anybody. You guys did it all well. So so what happened was, first off, I love that they picked up at the scene.
Oh, so like no time passed.
Yeah.
Good.
So they pick up and Chief Bowman's like, let's turn the hoses on. And the other guy, Joe, was like, no, because they're going to boil in there. So before he turns the hoses on, he's, guys, we don't have much options left. Cover yourself the best you can. Because what happens is once all the water gets into the building, it's going to get to boiling temperatures.
Oh, that's true, because it's going to
Because it's still stuck. Gosh. So Casey pulls this file cabinet thing like down over him and the guy that he was trying to initially save.
Right.
Severide and the guy that was with Severide, they find like a stairwell and kind of get tucked away into it. And then Herman and Mouch. Now, Mouch was the one I thought they were going to let go.
Right. Because
he was already going to talk about retiring because he felt like he wasn't keeping up as much.
Poor thing.
And Herman is another older one where I just felt like I don't want him to go because I love Herman, but if they did it, I kind of, I get it. You got to make changes after 6 seasons and da-da-da-da. So I was really nervous.
Right.
And, they all live, but Herman suffers a little bit of burns because what happened is Mouch ends up having a heart attack. Like before the fire, like while they're fighting the fire, he drops on the ground.
And Herman's the one who wanted to retire.
Yeah. So Herman's like trying to resuscitate him. He's like, so the whole time they're spraying water and he still never stopped the CPR. Listen, when I tell you, they got you in your feelings. Because he was like, he's screaming, and they have him over the walkies, screaming ow because of that burning from the heat, but he never stopped trying to resuscitate his friend. Listen.
That's a hero.
Listen. And then Casey actually saved the guy. The whole reason they were in the building.
Right.
Casey didn't even have his mask on because he took his mask off to put on the guy who was unconscious, trying to keep him somewhat alive.
Wow.
No one died, so you guys are jerks for making us think we were losing somebody. You guys are great at your writing because what you did was just phenomenal.
See? And they get these from, they pull scenarios.
Yeah, these are
you
real
guys are heroes, people.
Yeah. Oh, so when I say that was a great move to Thursday nights because it kind of takes the respect and the role of what ER was on Thursday night.
Right. And ER was a
because Chicago Med could have stayed there because, Med. But if you go for the intensity or the drama, Fire is a little more better because it's more established. And that's why it made sense for Fire to be on Thursday and not Med.
Scene. Medical they already had the thing, and now they're in a good environment,
and they're figuring it out.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was, listen guys, the episode was so good, I watched it twice. Like, midnight came, and I went to the NBC app to make sure it was updated so I could watch it again. It just was that good. It was just... they introduced some newness to it, and the idea that now Mouch is healthy. Like he's, he came out of the hospital and he said, "Listen, they told me I had a heart attack because I was unhealthy."
Right.
So he's on a health kick. But Joe and Mouch had a small falling out right before that big fire scene took place. So now Joe is like, I almost lost him, and the last thing I said to him was, "Get the hell out of my face." So now he's beating himself out. And normally Mouch is the guy who's like, "I forgive you." But, like, Joe is going above and beyond, rubbing his feet, doing exercise with him, for him tickets to the Chicago Bears. So he's not, he's kind of like enjoying it.
Yeah.
And Herman goes, "Listen,
stop
it. Stop it right now." He goes, "What?" He goes, "I'm not doing anything." He goes, "You're not doing anything, but you're not doing anything. You still haven't told him you forgave him.
Right.
Tell him so he can stop waiting on you hand and foot. You're using him like a personal valet."
Thank you. You know what's going on, people.
So it was funny. It was good. It was everything the show was and has been. And they didn't kill anybody off. So it was perfect. They gave you some new dynamics. So like last season, Severide's girlfriend died from cancer. Horrible episode because she had beat it earlier on in the season.
Wow.
Then she does that, and then the girl who was initially into him is also a firefighter.
Right.
He kind of went at her like, "Hey," and she's like, "No, nigga, I ain't no 1 second pick."
Ooh.
And I love that.
She just said to y'all, he's out.
Yes. So now they got some, they have some fun tension now because she's getting evicted because she didn't know, she overwent her renter's rights. The landlord wasn't fixing some stuff in the apartment, so she was withholding rent. Apparently,
to get it fixed?
Yeah.
Good. So she was paying some money to fix it herself.
Oh, no. So she told him come fix it because he didn't want nobody else in the place to come do the work.
Right.
So she said, "Okay, as soon as you fix it, the rent check's here." And he said, "Girl, if you don't put that rent check in the envelope for me to have by Friday, you're going to be evicted."
Tell it.
And she thought renter's rights trumped it.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing.
Because he has to go to eviction court.
Yeah, so whatever he was doing, he was still going to evict her because at the end of it, she broke contract. Because of whatever their lease agreement was. Yeah, he's going to fix the things, but there's also have to be a time allotted to get him to fix it.
Right.
So something can't break and she can't demand right now a replacement or a fixing.
Yeah, but he still has to take that to court.
Yeah, so whatever the case is.
So she has time.
Yeah. So right now she's crashing because she doesn't want to deal with him because every time he came to her job in the episode, it was like, hey, bitch.
Wow.
And she was like...
And she's a firefighter?
Yeah. So when he came there, she put him outside. She goes, you're not going to bully me like you bully these other tenants.
Right.
I'm not one of your other tenants. But it was funny.
It'd be better to take the rent money and fix the thing, and then that's it.
Well, so she started doing that, but he has it where people in the neighborhood, the handyman and stuff won't come into his apartment building.
Good, hire someone else. Is this Chicago?
Yeah.
That's a big city. But see, I just fixed the problem.
It's funny how
You're
they
welcome.
did it. So she crashes at Severides.
Right.
And
that's the guy she likes.
That was the guy
how
that
convenient.
she liked before. Well, she crashed with somebody. She slept at the bar. So there's a bar that the firefighters own.
Right.
There's a cart, and the guy was like, well, use it as long as you need.
Aww.
So she slept there first, but I can only imagine a cart in the back of a kitchen at a bar. She's probably like, what the heck?
I could go into a bed somewhere with a guy I like.
Room. Well, no, that's the thing. It's not in his bed. Because he had a 2-bedroom because him and Matt Casey were roommates before Matt got married. So he still never left that apartment. So
she was in the other bedroom.
So she's staying there.
Yeah.
But it's funny because they didn't give you anything more. All she said to him was, listen, I'm just crashing here for a couple of days. You still do whatever it was you was doing before I came, because she noticed he was like out of school a lot.
That's a bad storyline writer.
Oh, of course.
Just fix it. Everything knows how to be romance. Aren't there fires we put out?
That's what I love about it. Is they didn't focus it to like, oh, they're gonna get together. If anything, it's gonna be like one of those casual sex things if it goes that far. But she was so adamant about not being second best that I think truthfully she's gonna be like,
yeah, she wants.
Excuse my language, guys. She's gonna get cock teased.
Right.
For the couple weeks that she's staying with him, just to kind of rub it in his face, like I turned you down.
She wants them sinners.
Well, yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, all these sinners. Get paid, people.
I will say, I did catch Flipping Out.
Flipping Out was good.
Yes, it was.
It's getting good.
Gotham, I've already committed to watching you on streaming media.
Yeah, me too. I'm watching
you a couple days at a time.
And Grey's Anatomy, let me tell y'all, people.
Was it good?
It's getting better. They have finally realized that the storylines need to be about the people, the patients, and not who's sleeping with which heifer.
Okay.
So it's getting better.
For its last season.
But, yeah, hopefully. But the problem is, and it's a big white person problem, even though a black woman is writing it. What happened is they always got to make the main characters overcome some major issues in these last few years. It's like a merry-go-round of disease. So a 2-hour premiere, which is ridiculous, which is why I took a 30-minute break to watch Will and Grace, which I found hilarious, and then went right back to the show. That would make me sad. And at the very end of the episode, there's a tumor, and the brain surgeon lady was looking at it. She goes, "This is a beautiful tumor." Because they love when things are bad, because they go
Science,
fix it.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful tumor. That thing is taking up half the brain. And everybody around her's all sad. And she goes, "Why are y'all sad?" And it's the last 2 minutes of the episode, so I'm sad too, because I know what's going to happen. And she turns and looks, and she goes, and the other girl goes, "It's yours." Executive producer. I go, "Yeah, now she's got a brain tumor. The brain surgeon. Y'all don't need major crap every episode." Goodness. This is the TiVoMike show on, what are we on? Blog Talk Radio.
If you love TV,
$405 and Libby.
If you love Jesus, we're going to love TiVoMike. The TiVoMike Show is a daily internet radio show that features the best of popular culture with a Christian point of view. TiVoMike teaches you about Jesus and popular TV shows with the entertainment guru Mike Warner. From The Walking Dead to The Big Bang Theory, you'll experience entertainment that fills your spirit. The TiVoMike Show airs weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern on Blog Talk Radio. Or subscribe on iTunes or Google Play. Learn more at TiVoMike.com. That's TiVoMike.com.
All right, Saints. So, one other show we just got to hit on because we don't want to leave anybody out. But we had How to Get Away with Murder as well.
One thumb down. So here's what they did. They had a storyline. They tried to pick up where it left off. Whatever. Is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant?
Okay.
Does she know her dad killed Wes's dad or whatever? And then the dinner. There's a dinner with that Yvonne. What's her name? The black lady? Annalise. She brings them all into the restaurant, and they all are like, what's gonna be what's the point of this? She goes, let's eat your food, we'll talk. But they all have a letter, and I won't say it because you haven't seen it yet. Yeah. But they look at the letter, and they all respond to the letter, like, oh my God, the letter. And then this dramatic, and then as they do in this show, the last 30 seconds, they throw a brain tumor in for a doctor kind of thing. And then it's like, see, our new season idea. And to which I say, I'll give you one more shot.
Okay, well, I'll be double-checking my TiVo to catch up on How to Get Away with Murder.
They had to rename the show to How to Get Away with Not Watching Us.
Ooh. Also, on our TiVos tonight, of course, Grey's Anatomy on ABC, Gotham on Fox, Flipping Out on Bravo, Will and Grace on NBC, How to Get Away with Murder on ABC,
one more time,
Chicago Fire on NBC,
of course.
We'll be watching. Also, Great News, The Good Place, and Superstore will be on NBC starting at 8 p.m. So, tune in, guys, and let us know what you think. That's all I got today, Saints.
I pray today's conversation unbless you not to watch How to Get Away with Murder and has allowed you to return to must-see TV.
Yes.
And all people can survive.
Yes.
Hear that, Chicago? The way to really do that is to walk daily with the creator of life and glory. His name is Jesus Christ, and I love you all.
That's right, Saints. As always, subscribe on iTunes and Google Play. Be sure to rate us. Also, write us if you like us. If you don't, never mind. Until next time, Saints, I'm TiVoMike84 on Twitter. He is TiVoMike on Twitter. And our show, The TiVoMike Show, was on Facebook. Follow us, favorite us, retweet us.